Hey, everybody. Welcome to my living room. I got a new toy, and we're going to unbox it today, set it up, and see if we can make it work. My wife was nice enough to buy this for me for my birthday, so stick around. I'm not going to tell you what it is because I need you to stick around. I need you to hang out for at least 5 or 10 minutes. Can you do that for me? And if you like what you're seeing, would you consider subscribing? And drop something in the comments. Tell me what you think of this thing. This is going to probably be a pretty messed up video because I'm kind of in a different location. I'm not used to shooting in here. I don't have a lot of light. But this is where this thing is going to live for the time being because the shop's full and the finishing studio is full. So we got to figure this out. So hang around. Have a great day. So here's our box. Actually got 2 boxes. Well, let's see if we can get this one going. See how the light's looking over here. I guess it doesn't look too bad, huh? Okay. Let's open it up. And no, I am not sponsored by this company. We actually used our own money here. I don't know how this is going to come out. I haven't opened this box. I haven't looked at it. Let's see what we do here. How does it come open? I love companies that do this. Yeah, it's a box inside of a box. And it's going to be a mess. So, let's see if we can just lift this. Probably not. What a mess. Fortunately, you only have to go through this experience once. Well, unless you buy more than one. Okay. There we go. Are you ready for the big reveal? Nice packaging. Accessories. Plastic bag. Ooh, handles. Okay, there's the plastic bag. Anything else in the box? No, that looks like everything. Okay, so let's get this box out of the way. And see what we got? Instructions on the front. Let's see what it says. We have a printer. This is a UV printer. It prints epoxy, UV epoxy onto over 300 surfaces. and cures it instantly. So I'm going to check this thing out. Okay. Oh, look. Foam rubber that's probably not supposed to be here. Okay, how do you get it out? There we go. More stuff inside if we just got to figure out how to get it open. Hope you guys are seeing all this. Nah, probably not. Okay. How's that? That ain't better. Look at that. Boy, that feels chintzy. We shall see, huh? Another box of accessories. See what's inside. Okay. There it is. This says, opening the top cover will stop printing. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Okay. We have turn this way a little bit. Safety glasses. Obviously to protect you from the ultraviolet. We have power strip or power brick. Okay. We have the other half of the power brick, which is the cord. We can plug it into the wall. We have stuff I don't have a clue what they are. What does it say? Free something. Free substrates. Okay. Free substrates. I guess those are, you can try printing. That's ceramic. We have an Allen wrench. We have an air filter. Have to figure out where that goes, huh? And there's supposed to be a USB cable in here somewhere. I sure don't see a USB cable anywhere. It says power. Okay, no USB cable. Let me guess, they don't give you a USB cable. We'll see. Okay, that's box one. Now, we are going to set this printer down on this little side table. So, get the power out of the way, close that door, and let's set it down there. That'll work. Take the tape off the back. Open the back door, take the plastic off it. Not one bit of instructions for anything. Come on, guys, you can do better than this. Oh, well, there's where the power plugs in. Looks like we need an Ethernet cable. Marvelous. Let's get the other box up here. It doesn't even tell me. Oh, I'll bet you this is the front. Since you can see everything from here. Look, Eufy make. And it shows you where the ink cartridges go. Let's get the other box. Well, here's another box. We'll see what's in this one. Oh, look. Important safety instructions. And there's the directions. Why would they hide it in the accessory box? Oh, well. Quick start guide. Plug it in. Put a filter in this thing somewhere. I see nowhere front or back where it goes. Okay. There we go. That leaves me a lot of doubt. Okay. And it says, lift the top cover, remove the protective foam. We already did that. Then close it. Open the front door and take out the accessory box that this was packaged in. And gently close the printer door. plug into a power socket, and the power indicator will turn green. Okay. Power indicator. Now we just got to find it. 10. Power button. 2. Start switch. Well, oh, we have a light down there. Okay. I don't tell you where it is, but we got one. Install all 6 UV ink cartridges. Oh, there's a green light in there too, doing something. So, here's the other stuff that was in the accessory box. Don't know what it is. I'm going to assume this attaches inside of that thing. Do not remove before initialization complete. Okay, let's open the other box and see what all we got. That should be ink cartridges. There's ink cartridges. And this is laminating machine. I bought the kit, and I couldn't really make sure, couldn't understand what all I was getting. So we'll figure it out. This is standard UV DTF A film, paper based. There, maybe you guys can see a little better. Me moving around, this is a pain in the butt. Okay. So this is laminating film for the laminator. So let's move this there. instructions. They're getting better. And pieces for the laminating machine. Looks like a cutter of some type. Okay. Put this stuff back away. Okay, I got that. Power cord for the laminating machine that we don't need right at the moment. Instructions. This is a cleaning cartridge. And here's all our inks. Put all that back in that box. Okay. Come on over here and you can get a close-up look of me struggling to put ink cartridges in this thing. And we start with cyan. Well, it's been about a week and a half since I unboxed this thing. And I'll tell you, the setup has been an absolute nightmare. Eufy seems like they made it as absolutely difficult as they possibly could. You can't just use a printer cable and plug your computer into the printer. You have to do it through a network. Now, it has Wi-Fi. The problem is, if you use the Wi-Fi setup, then you can never take it any place that doesn't have Wi-Fi. It does offer a wired connection, Ethernet, but in order to do that, I had to buy a switch, plug the printer into the switch, plug the computer into the switch, and then plug all that into my network here at the house, because the software on the computer doesn't allow you to set the printer up. You have to do it through an app on your cell phone. Now, it was easy to download the app and get it started, but then because you're using the wired connection, you have to scan a QR code. They don't tell you where the QR code is. So I found a QR code on the quick setup guide and scanned it, and it failed, and it failed, and it failed. Now, this was Saturday night before Memorial Day weekend. So I shot off an email to tech support, and I was shocked. I actually got a response. And we went back and forth over the weekend, and they tried, but they couldn't seem to tell me where that QR code was. I finally found it on the side of the printer. It's a black QR code on a clear sticker stuck onto a dark gray printer. Now, I don't have a whole lot of light in my living room, and I didn't see it. But once I found a QR code, that worked. Um, then we moved on to the next step, and it wouldn't work. Now, this was, I believe, Monday or Tuesday, and I picked up the phone and called their tech support since it was within the hours that they were open. And it's nice that you don't have to sit and wait in a queue. You can request a call back. And it took about 20 minutes or so for them to call me back, and the tech was excellent. He walked me through the rest of the setup and got this thing working. It prints, it works. Um, the nice thing is, once you go through the setup, you don't have to use the app on your phone. The software on the computer works, and it works very well. Very impressed with the software, the ease of use. It has a camera in the printer that sees the item that you have on the tray over here, and you can see I have one sitting there. I'm not going to bore you with all of that. The software is pretty self-explanatory. You can um, load in images, resize them, uh, turn them how you want, get them to fit onto your item, and you hit print, and it prints, and it does pretty good. I printed two. Let me grab them up here. As you can see, I've got one sitting there on the platter. But this is the first one that I did. Took about 6 minutes to print that. And it did great. The quality is excellent. I'm very, very pleased with it. The one thing that the tech support guy told me to do is to pre-finish my plaques so the ink doesn't, or the UV or the resin doesn't soak in, and you'll use less ink. The second one that I did was this little scenic thing, and that only took about 5 minutes, I believe. And it's excellent. The quality of that image is phenomenal. Very, 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 very impressed with the quality of the printer. Um, I tried to nail them down as to how long the ink is going to last. You know, the ink is expensive. A full set of ink for this thing is $300. And of course, they're not good. They don't know because it depends on what you print. But he did tell me that my expected ink usage should be about the same as an inkjet printer. Uh, Not the greatest, but for what you're getting and what I believe we can sell this stuff for, um, it's adequate. You know, of course, the biggest problem is, are they going to keep supplying the ink for the next 20 years? Or I don't know. No, the other thing is, you know, I use Linux. They don't have software that'll run on a Linux computer. Fortunately, I have this old Windows laptop, and the software installed easily and runs just fine. I am going to try and see if the software will run under Wine and Linux. I know if you're not a Linux person, you're not going to understand that, but there is software that allows Windows programs to run on a Linux computer. Most work, some don't. We'll see. Don't know. We'll try it and see what happens. Of course, I'll have to go through the whole setup process again. And it was so painful that I really don't want to do it right now. Maybe down the road. But it's set up. You do not need internet access to get it to work, although many of the features don't work if you're not connected to the internet. But the main printing works, and that's important. You know, one of the things that bothers me,
so many companies that you have to have their product connected to the internet to make it work, and then they cancel the product or they go out of business, and all of a sudden your item doesn't work anymore. Too bad, tough luck. Um, so that really bothers me. Um, but overall, I'm pleased with the printer. I'm pleased with the print quality, how it's working. I'm looking forward to doing some more stuff and see how this thing performs over time. Um, Probably do an update in 6 months to give you guys a better understanding of it and what I've come up with. Now, let's talk about cost. I bought the kit and the upgraded thing, and total cost, tax tag, title, shipping, everything. I have the laminator. I got the unit to do mugs, um, and it was just a hair over $3,000. Um, Supposedly, I got a $400 discount for early ordering. So by the time you see this video, you're looking at $3,500 to get into this. Um, that gives you one complete set of ink cartridges. I'm going to have to order another set here pretty shortly. But is it worth it? I don't know. It's just like, is it worth buying a laser engraver? Is it worth buying a CNC machine? Depends on where you want your business to go. Honestly, if you're just a hobbyist, I think this thing's overpriced right now. It's awful expensive um, for what you can do with it. Um, I'm looking at doing stuff that I can sell at arts and craft shows. I've made up a bunch of plaques, and we're going to do custom personalized signs. Um, we'll see how it goes. I'll report back on that. I hope you enjoyed this. Like I said, I'm not going to get into teaching you the software. Um, it's pretty easy to figure out. I was able to jump right in. It actually passed my 5 minute rule. The software is well designed and excellent, and I've had no problems with it. So if you choose to buy one of these things, um, I'll let you figure out the software. It's pretty easy, but the setup process is horrendous. But their tech support is top notch, and it's actually English speaking people. Pretty sure they're out in California where the company's at. Um, they definitely weren't overseas. There was no accent with the gentleman I talked to. And the fact that they responded on a holiday weekend means a lot to me. They just need to get that setup procedure so it works on the computer. Um, I don't know. I don't know. So good luck. Um, Drop me a comment. Let me know what you think. Are you going to buy one? Is it something maybe you're looking at and you're going to pull the trigger down the road? Um, tell me your opinion. Um, and I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you choose to subscribe to my videos. Um, we just hit 300, and I'd like to welcome all the new subscribers. Help me grow my channel. I would appreciate it. And if you have any questions, need some help, I'll be more than happy to respond. Since I've made it through the setup on this, I kind of know how to make it happen now. So if you're outside the times of Eufy's tech support, you can definitely contact me, and maybe we can get on a video call and make it happen for you. Have a great week, and we'll see you next time. Bye.